Wow. Just like the Snow White synonymous with Christmas, you want to say an amazing season, an amazing time to be alive. We are thankful to be celebrating another amazing experience. Remember, you and I are the reason for the season, as well as Christ being the reason for the season. It is Christmas once again, and we are so excited. Yes, the merrymaking, you want to say the bliss that it brings cannot be overemphasized. So from all of us, family platform, we are saying a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to each and every one of you out there. We are back once again on the show, the special holiday package, where we look at the year in retrospect and also project for things that are to come in 2024. And today we'll be looking at some of the key trending stories of 2023. Some of those amazing stories in entertainment, lifestyle, name it. You'll be getting it right here as we look at the year 2023 in retrospect. My name is Matthew Okugbe. You call me Matt, and Chooks is also in the studio. First, let's get to hear some people, some persons speak about the year and also their special messages to their loved ones.
My name is Dario Song. I want to wish all Nigerians, especially our sportsmen and women, a very Merry Christmas and a super duper 2024.
My name is Duro Hazwagbe. Nigerians, I wish you a prosperous Christmas and a happy New Year in advance.
All right, my name is Tobi Adepoju. People knows me as Ogala Media. I'm a sport journalist, sports content creator. Wishing everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Okay, my name is Ibukwa Aluko. Always people call me IBK Sport. I want to wish every Nigerian, home and abroad, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and all the best for the New Year.
My name is Sulaiman Adibayo. Football fans call me Pooja. I wish everybody, a successful Christmas and New Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow, New Year and Christmas messages from individuals who have seen the year, who are happy to be around. And they are saying Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to each and every one of you out there. Chooks is here and she's looking Merry, Merry Christmas, Christmas.
Matthew, you have started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here looking Christmas. Like we said, when in some of our subsequent shows, we said Christmas is going to be a bang.
Yes.
And that's why we're bringing all the stuffs we're bringing.
Sure.
Messages from loved ones and so on. So, Christmas.
Yes, an amazing Christmas package. Let's start with, remember we told you we'll be looking at some trending stories of 2023. Some of those stories that really took the entire country, that put us in one mood and say, oh, this is exactly what everybody is talking about. We can't forget in the hurry the scarcity of the naira, the scarcity of cash that happens earlier on in the year, precisely in the month of January, February, and into the month of March and April. Chooks, that period, it was an experience that some persons till today will look at and say, wow, so we were able to survive this.
So we were able to survive this.
Sure.
Matthew, that period was one very, 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 in fact, I don't know how to describe that period.
Sure.
It was so tough.
Yeah.
Naira became even scarcer than dollar.
Dollar, yeah.
At some point, people will say, take dollar, give me naira.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wow.
We're paying to buy the naira. Yes.
Just like,
yeah.
man, it wasn't funny.
I remember when I paid, I remember the day I had to pay, I used 2,000 to buy 5,000.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, I used 3,000 to buy 6,000. So it was like that. It was crazy.
Except for those who were magnanimous. Some were giving 5,000 for 1,000 naira.
Sure,
they were just being magnanimous. But others were selling for far more than that.
Yeah.
Naira became so scarce in Naira land.
Yeah.
It was very, it was strange. In
Wow.
Naira land,
Yeah,
Naira was scarce.
Well, you want to say those are experiences that Nigerians will definitely want to forget in a hurry. An amazing time we look at back in retrospect, you really can't forget that time. Thank God we are here today and we've been able to pass that phase. And also looking at a year in retrospect, now let's talk of one that really took the entertainment industry by storm. One that not only made rounds in Nigeria, but globally, in Africa, as well as the entire globe. The death of fast rising music artist Mohbad, who passed away mysteriously. You want to say that happens to be a time that the young people in Nigeria also came out and they spoke in one voice. The demise of Mohbad cannot be forgotten in a hurry.
Yeah, they spoke in one voice. Everybody was like, justice for Mohbad, justice for Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. And honestly, that young man's death was a huge blow on the entertainment industry because he was doing so well. His music is second to none. His music is particular to him.
Absolutely.
His music tells his story.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. It's sad.
And still in the entertainment world, now we're looking at some failed marriages in 2023. The first that would come to mind is that of Israel DMW. One of Davido's aides, whose marriage got under the box just a few years, just in the Ember month that happens, and the story is still out there. People are still talking about it because it was messy all over social media. A couple of other celebrity breakups, if you ask me. We had also
that one happened recently.
Yes, it happened recently.
I think I heard about
and we also had the likes of Basket Mouth calling it quits. One of the prominent breakup. We had a couple of other celebrities who said they can no longer hold their own. Breakup among celebrities in 2023 also.
Breakup. Celebrities should try and keep these things together now, because people look up to them. People look up to them. They shouldn't be the ones that would do things that are little, not so tidy.
Absolutely.
They shouldn't be those doing things that are not so tidy.
But you must understand that celebrities' marriages over time have always been in the limelight. And before you know, one little storm or the other, everybody is going their separate ways. It has always been like that since time immemorial.
I think that's because when you pay too much attention to what you have achieved,
yes,
you're not able to pay good attention to your home.
Absolutely.
And then when you're very popular, you find a lot of people around you. You would think you can do without whoever it is.
Wow.
And I think that's one of the major reasons why their marriages break up, because they find a lot of people coming to them. For the men, they find a lot of women throwing themselves at them.
Yeah.
And then for the women, they find a lot of men throwing themselves at them as well. So they feel, look, if A no work, B go work. And it shouldn't be. Marriage should be a lifetime commitment.
And also in 2023, Davido welcoming his twin in a year whereby several persons also talked about his timeless album. Davido welcome his twin.
Davido's twin, I think it was double consolation for him.
Absolutely.
He lost one prior and God just blessed him with two.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm particularly happy for that family, because when that boy died, a whole lot of stories were making around. Some said there has been, don't donate them.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I just wonder how Nigerians talk the way they do.
Kaya. Yeah.
And I'm just happy for them that, God compensated them and gave them, two. So I'm truly, really happy for them.
Absolutely interesting time, if you ask me. And we also had one that is also on the downside. Wizkid also lost the mom in 2023.
He lost his mom.
The burial in Lagos was talked about and Wizkid was sober.
Yeah, but the little thing I noticed is that it's all of the celebrities. There was very few of them that were there. Very few of them that were there. And I think they should learn to support one another. Is it that Wizkid doesn't attend people's own? That's why they didn't attend his own or what? I don't know. It was very few celebrities that were there. It was a sad moment. They should have been there to cheer him up.
Absolutely, they should have been there to cheer him up. But if you are available for people, they will definitely be available for you. Davido Davido is the kind that would always be available for people. We've seen that over and over again. Even when Mohbad died,
He
came
was there.
He flew back to Nigeria
He
to be
was
part of the
there.
procession. But Wizkid is always not available. And remember that event was strictly by invitation. Those that were invited went there, and those who weren't invited felt they were needed in that environment and they stayed away. That is that as far as Wizkid's mom's demise is concerned. And also an amazing news also in 2023, Aria star Asake Olamide, these guys made the nomination for the 2024 Grammy Award.
Yeah, it's a great one for Nigerians, really, to have that number of Nigerian musicians
Nominated for the Grammy.
It's a great one. But then a time was, when I was looking at our rundown, a time was when we used to have, the promoters, they would just be at the fringes of the Grammy.
Yes.
They weren't even going inside.
Absolutely.
But these days, Nigerians actually go in and pick up the award.
Wow.
For real. So
time flies.
thank God for Nigerian music. It is moving up. I'm so, particularly our, what's that our genre again?
Afrobeat.
Afrobeat.
Sure.
So kudos, Nigerians.
Interesting, nice one as far as the world of Afrobeat is concerned. But you want to say, where are the R&B artists in Nigeria? Those Plantation Boys melody, we no longer see those kinds. Everybody wants to jump on some very groovy beat. I think let's begin to see those R&B sounds.
There's no way you can do this R&B better than their owners.
Wow.
That's what's the truth of the matter.
But there was a way, we had a way we did it way back. The way Plantation Boys did it. Exactly the way Plantation Boys did the R&B, and we all fell for it. It was beautiful.
There's something you should understand. These days, Nigerians are picking up Grammys.
Yes.
If you do R&B, you cannot pick up Grammy because you can't best the owner.
Absolutely.
Possible, Matthew.
And
every Nigerian wants to be up there.
And Chooks, now let's celebrate our girls. Let's talk about the Super Falcons feat at the World Cup, the Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand in 2023. The Falcons, yes, didn't make it beyond the round of 16, but they defeated Australia, which was big. They drew with Canada, and they also won one other game, and it was an amazing performance they put forth against Italy.
Yeah.
You want to say congratulations to the girls?
Yeah, congratulations to the girls. And it was their best performance so far.
Yeah, yes.
So far
At
in
the
Women's World Cup,
yeah.
That was their best. Abba, beating Australia, drawing Canada, Omo, huge feat. That was beautiful.
Yes, interesting feat by the Super Falcons, but several stories made it around in 2023, but we can't exhaust them enough. We can't talk about all the stories that made it around. Not to forget the election period where people were pitched against themselves, several other stories, but we are happy we are here, and we are also looking at a year in retrospect. We are taking a quotable quote, a special quotable quote for the season, and when we return, we have another interesting package waiting at the other side. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's still Family Platform.
Good afternoon, I'm Mercy. Basically, we're family, like just be with family, go out and have fun.
Good afternoon, I'm Edith Tajero. I've done a lot for myself, just like what I was telling my friend yesterday, that I've not heard the Christmas song. By this time, years back, by now, my mom would have taken boom, measure my size of shoe, go to the market and get, but for now, nobody, and there's no money. You know how the economy is now, so that is just it.
Good afternoon, I'm Ms. Esther Lady. My childhood Christmas years was fun. I can remember that time when I was very small. We used to go from house to house with my friends, like wearing the same color of dress. No, eating from one house to another.
My name is Benjamin. Those Christmas cards that year, they give us no we and those pants when my mama they buy for us. I say I miss them.
Well, I will say, person go back from, sure go back from. Yeah, my name is Chidi. Wow. In fact, by this time, the vibration, the echo, the fun, the environment, everything would have changed. But this, with the situation of the country, we don't even know whether there is something on the air.
We are counting down to when our dad will just come home with our goats. We want to see the goats. I want to be they brought the goat because it is more like casting stone that we're going to kill a goat for Christmas. So, and most times the goat comes like maybe a week before Christmas, because the goat is usually slaughtered on the 24th, Christmas 24th. So most times we have the goat tied in our compound like 7 days before Christmas.
Okay.
So if like maybe 5 days before Christmas, we've not seen the goats, my dad has a way of keeping us in suspense. There was a time my dad didn't come home with the goatee like the morning of the 24th. And none of us were bold enough to go to my dad and ask, what's happening this time?
Now?
We're just murmuring up and down. My mom will just look at that. We can't go to our mom to ask. My mom will just tell us, those of us who went to our mom and say, is today Christmas? We say, no, today is not Christmas. He said, then why are you complaining? We say, because we want to see the goat tied. We want to go and feel him and be doing a countdown for the goat. There are 2 days to come, 3 days to come. So those are
you
amazing.
guys want to rear goat for 1 week before you kill it.
Absolutely. Those are amazing experiences, going for Christmas carols in the church, getting to hang out and saying we won't sleep all through Christmas Eve because we want to be awake when it's Christmas. Then blow banger.
Blow banger.
Those experiences, man, are wow. When it comes to Christmas experiences, those experiences are wow experiences. And today we want to talk about something on the inside segment: managing your funds, budgeting for the holiday season. Because it's Christmas, there is plenty of entertainment, plenty of fun, plenty of merrymaking. But you don't want to exhaust your budget. You don't want to exhaust all you have, because January is also around the corner. I'll be going first. I think why budgeting is important this time is to help you checkmate your spending. You should be able to know how much you want to spend to entertain those that will be coming to your place. You want to know how much you spend when you go out to some of those places to events. Yes, there's several events going out. You want to know how much you budget for events. You want to know how much you also budget for your clothing. Is important. Then you want to know how much you give out to support others. Yes, it is good to give, but don't give at the expense of what happens the next couple of months and you are struggling to find estimates. Remember what they say about January. January sometimes happens to be one of the longest months anywhere in the 12th calendar, because for those who have failed to really make plans for what is to come after Christmas. The Christmas season is beautiful, but being able to highlight what you do with your funds and put them into perspective, have a budget for everything you do, and also keep a particular amount aside that not even a kobo will leave until the first week of January. Then you can now deviate. Okay, this one is for Christmas, it's done and dusted. It is now hustling time. This is the funds I'll fall back to. Chooks.
Well, Matthew, falling back to funds. Well, I would want to say that first, if you're not disciplined, you can't have funds to fall back on.
Absolutely.
So my first advice would be stay disciplined. Whatever you're spending, be sure you're not overspending. Secondly, you mentioned something about January being the longest month.
Sure.
You see, you can actually pay your bills ahead.
Yeah.
Every bill you need to pay in January. Light bill, water bill, school fees, these bills.
From paying your children's school fees
them
in December?
all in December.
Yes.
And then whatever you now have left, draw your budget with that.
Absolutely.
By so doing, your all the regular hypertension you have January, you need to pay school fees, you need to pay this, you need to pay that, all that is out of the way. In fact, if it's possible, pay your rent. So that at the end of the day, when you're enjoying Christmas with a Jelenke heart. You're not thinking too much. And then if you even want to entertain people, work within the budget you have.
Interesting.
Fine, you can entertain people. Then even the DIY, do it yourself, the gifts.
Yes.
You can do your gifts yourself.
Yourself.
Look, I do tie-dye. I could just get some good polos and tie-dye them and wrap them properly and give them out as gifts.
Wow, amazing.
And that too works. So you don't have to go. Look, I tell you, if you spent 100K last December, this one, because of inflation, I assure you, spend 200.
You spent 200
because of inflation. So please, let's be careful. We're not done celebrating Christmas and then we'll go out there quietly and we're weeping. Christmas comes every year.
Wow.
Let's be wise about it.
Wow. An interesting take by Chuk. She just educated me myself. She told me how to do certain gift myself, not everything I had to go out there and spend money on. Remember, it's still the holiday season. We still have more to come on the show on subsequent episode. You want to stick around for next week edition because it's definitely going to be a banger as we close the year finally. My name is Matt, and Chooks, final words?
Final words. Just have a beautiful Christmas. Whatever it is, Christmas is always there for you to celebrate. Please go out there and enjoy yourself. Have enough fun.
Absolutely. And from all of us, Family Platform, we're saying a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2024 awaits. Bye for now.